name is Brooke, and this is the first video on my channel, so feel free to subscribe if you're into books. I also have a Bookstagram at BooksReadBrooke, which I will link in the description below, so feel free to follow that also if you're into books. So let's just get right into the video. So this one I just picked up today. It's If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy. I'm only like a couple chapters in and I'm already like really into this. I'm really excited. I think it's just like a cute little like summer read, you know? And I'm obsessed with the cover. So yeah. I also picked up My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey today, also because I've heard it was a very cute summer read. Also by Tessa Bailey, I picked up Hookline Sinker secondhand, but I'm waiting to read this because I ordered It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, and I'm still waiting on that in the mail. And I've heard that like you can read them as standalones, but it's best to read that one first and then read this one. So these are definitely on my summer TBR list, and I'm just waiting for the first one to come so I can get to this one. I went to Toronto recently and did a lot of book shopping there. So these are all the books I picked up this past weekend. So first I got Heartstopper Volume 2. I read the first one, and it's the first like comic I've ever read. And I liked it, but I was just so sad about how fast I read it. So I had to go get the second one. So I'm really excited. I want to finish all 4 volumes before I get to the Netflix show. But yeah, definitely a cute little comic series, and I'm excited to read this one. I'm also really excited to be starting the ACOTAR series, so I got the first one, Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not, because I'm not really into like fantasy or like fairy tale retellings, but I really want to give this series a try because I've heard great things. So I picked up the first one, and fingers crossed that I will enjoy it. This book, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, I heard on someone else's booktube channel that it's supposedly really, really good, and also it has like a really good message with it. So I was on the lookout for this book, and I actually found it in a store in Toronto that I can't remember the name of, but they sell new books but like cheaply priced. So this book was $7.99, and you can only find it new for like over $20. $7.99. I was so excited. I yeeted her off the shelf and we got her. Really excited to read this one. I probably won't be reading it anytime soon because for the next couple months I want to read like just like strictly summery books because there's so many on my TBR. But as soon as the fall starts to come, she's definitely on that TBR list. Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I am so excited. I'm a big Colleen Hoover fan. She's actually kind of the author that got me back like into reading excessively. And I heard that if you're into Colleen Hoover, you'll really, really like this book by Mia Sheridan specifically because it's like a similar style to Colleen's books. But people say it's just a little bit extra, so I'm really, really, really excited. I have really high hopes for this. I also heard that it makes you sob, so we'll see. The next book I picked up in Toronto was A Little Life. I'm very sorry, but I'm not even going to attempt to say the author's name because I know I'm going to butcher it so bad, so here it is for anyone who'd like to read it. However, I'm sure most of you know this book. Apparently this book leaves a huge impact on its readers. I've been told to not read it to avoid the emotional trauma that it will bring upon you, but that's kind of why I want to read it. I'm a sucker for books that really make you feel and connect you to the characters that badly. So I am very, very excited. I have huge expectations, but I'm also very intimidated by this book because of the length and the small font. But we'll get to it. We will get to her 100%, and I'm very excited. Anxious People by Frederick Backman, or is it Bachman? No, I think it's Backman, the way it's spelled. This was not on my TBR, but I do remember that I've seen it on other booktube videos or like book talk, and I remember hearing that it was good. Kind of forgot about it, not gonna lie. It wasn't one that like was super intriguing to me, but again, I saw it at that bookstore where like the books are cheap, and this one was like also $8. And I was like, hey, I remember hearing about this. It was supposedly really good, cheap, so I picked it up. Probably not one I'll get to very soon, but eventually, and I am excited to read this. From what I've read about it, it is quite different than my usual read, but I'm also kind of excited to give my reading habits diversity. So Circe or Circe. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so I'm just going to say both so I don't get attacked. By Madeline Miller or Madeline Miller, I'm not sure. I believe she's also the writer of, I'm going to search that up before I say that. Yes, she is in fact also the author of The Song of Achilles, which I have heard great reviews about that book too. I believe that was like a big book talk book. I was kind of avoiding that one for a while because I wasn't sure if I wanted to get into Greek mythology. I feel so intimidated by it. But then I'm a big fan of Marvel, and I love me some Thor, and I had just watched the new Thor movie, and I was like, you know what, maybe I do want to try Greek mythology, just all the gods, goddesses, why not, right? So I knew this one was also popular, so I read the like little summaries for this one and Song of Achilles, and this one intrigued me more. So I got this one, and the plan is, if I do enjoy this, I will go get The Song of Achilles, but if I just can't do it, then I don't think I will give that one a go. But I am very excited to try this one. This next stack are all just some kind of cutesy romances. Some are very popular that I've picked up in the last couple months. So the first three I have on top here are none other than Miss Colleen Hoover. So if you don't know, these three books tie into the Hopeless series. So we have Hopeless, Losing Hope, which I have to say, great books. I'm loving the series. The next one is this novella, Finding Cinderella, which is about some of the side characters in Hopeless and Losing Hope. I'm very excited to get into this one. And yeah, like I said, if you don't already know, the All Your Perfects and Finding Perfect novel and novella tie into the series. I'm kind of scared for this one because apparently it leaves you with a lot of trauma. But it's also been said that it's a very great read. So I'm excited but also nervous. And then Finding Perfect ties into the whole series. I guess this is kind of the novella that ties this into the series. I am very excited. This is so tiny. I'll probably finish this really quick. But I'm also kind of devastated because this cover is new, so pretty, but does not match the covers I have. So, anyway, these are 3 Colleen Hoover books on my TBR. Well, pretty much every Colleen Hoover book that I haven't read yet is on my TBR. These ones are on my physical TBR, so yeah. So these next 2 are by Christina Lauren. We have The Unhoneymooners and Love in Other Words. This one I know, well, they're both very like hyped up. They're both apparently very good books, but I know that Love in Other Words is like hyped up to here. So I'm very excited. I also read Every Summer After by Carly Fortune, and people say that this one is similar. Well, technically that one is more similar to this because it came out like more recently. But I did like that book, so I'm assuming I will like this one. Plus, it's just like everyone who reads it says that this is a good book. When I was looking into Christina Lauren, I found The Unhoneymooners, and people just love this one, and I'm really excited because, again, it gives me like summer vibes, so it's on my summer TBR, so I will probably be getting to this one before this one. So yeah, very excited about both of them though. This next one that I got from Amazon, and I got it because I read Love and Gelato. I haven't read the other couple in the series yet, but I read Love and Gelato and I loved it. I read that book in a day. I just thought it was so cute, and I really felt like I was in Italy, and like I love that feeling of like when you're reading a book and you really feel like you're there. So I was so into the Love and Gelato vibe that I searched up books that were similar to it. And obviously there's the other two in the series, but this one also came up, Kisses and Croissants. I just heard that this was like very similar to Love and Gelato, but I think they go to Paris. Yes, Paris. So yeah, it's just like a little read. So again, and it's summery, so I will be reading this very soon, and I'm very excited. If you've read this, let me know, because I haven't seen this a lot everywhere, but from where I have seen it, people say it's good. But yeah, let me know if you've heard about it, if you read it, your thoughts, but no spoilers. This one, I know, I should have read this already. Like, this should not be sitting here still unread. The Love Hypothesis. I know, I need to get going, get with the program. I need to get this read because everybody and their mother has read this book. And apparently, it's very, very good. So, I got it, but I have not read it yet. And again, it's not giving me summer vibes, so I probably won't be reading it anytime soon. But I want to because, as I said, everyone has read this book. So we're gonna get to it eventually, but I'm very excited. Okay, we are down to our last little stack. So the first two that I have up top are both from Reese's Book Club. And I basically got them because I trust the judgment of Reese's Book Club. So first we have Lucky by Marissa Stapley. The main reason I haven't been giving you all the authors' names, but rather just showing them to you, is because I'd feel so bad if I were to butcher the names. So just so this one's Lucky. It's about a tough, talented grifter who has just pulled off $1 million heist with her boyfriend Carrie. She's ready to start a brand new life with a new identity when things go sideways, yada yada yada. This is not my normal read, but like I said, I'm trying to make my reading style, reading habits more diverse because I want to be able to branch out to different genres. So, I've also seen this like everywhere in stores, so I'm hoping that this one's good. Also from Reese's Book Club, The Last Thing He Told Me. Laura Dave. I can pronounce this one, so it's all good. Again, this one is not my typical read, but it seems good, and I've heard only good things about this book, so I'm also very excited to get into this one. The next two, I know that some viewers are probably going to be really excited about these books because, again, these are ones that are very trendy on like Book Talk, and I have not heard one bad thing about these books. Anytime I've watched like a video or a review about these books, it's just been good things. And while they're not like a flat out romance, there's definitely romance in there, I've heard, and romance is like my favorite genre, so I'm glad that like there's that aspect to it. But anyway, the books are The Inheritance Games and The Hawthorne Legacy, and I know there's a third one coming out. I just don't know when, but most people know when it's. Hold on. Okay, third one comes out August 30th. Is that what it said? August 30th of 2022, called The Final Gambit. So, unfortunately, again, I don't think I'm going to get to these before that release date, but I trust the judgment of everyone enough to probably go buy the third one before I even read these two. These are giving me like October, November vibes, so that's probably when we will read these books. But I'm so excited to read them because I've heard such good things and like people are really into these books. So yeah, very excited about these two. Very excited about a third one coming out and having a cutesy little trilogy moment. And yeah. Okay, we're down to the final three of the physical ones from the book haul. I also have a couple that I'm waiting on that I ordered online, so I'll share those with you too, but these are my last physical ones. So, first one, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Again, don't beat me up because I haven't read this one yet. I know, everyone has read this one. I know. I got it, well, because I only like got into reading like in like April of 2022. Like before then, I only read a book here and there. I wasn't like super into books. So the last few months I've been trying to catch up and grabbing like all the books that like I've heard great reviews on. So this is obviously one of them. Everyone knows this book. I think it like got really big on Book Talk. So anyway, I did get it like a month ago, but I haven't read it yet because again, I've been trying to read summary books. I also got Daisy Jones and the Six. Little upset because it's not the tiny version, it's like the huge version, but I'm also not too upset because it was like secondhand and I got it for a cheap price. Everyone, well, most people, not everyone, I have heard some negative reviews about this, but I've heard mainly positive reviews about this one, and I'm very excited. Third one, I have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now, I'm not sure what the deal is with these. I don't think they're a trilogy, but I have heard that if you want to read this one, which I desperately do because it's a summer read, people say you should read these two like in order of the timeline first. So this is on my summer TBR, but these have to be as well. So I'm trying to get through most of the summer ones so that I can like get into these two so that I can get to this one. So yeah, very excited though because these all have really great reviews, so I cannot wait. Okay, and then my last few that I recently purchased online that will be coming hopefully soon is Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. Very excited about this one. It's not one of her most liked books. I think I've actually heard more negative reviews about this one than I have any other one of her books. People just say it's like boring, I've heard, like boring, and I've heard that it's like not a good plot twist. However, it's very summery, and like I'm so attracted to this book cover, so I'm really excited. I personally cannot wait to read this book. I hope that I have a personal opinion that it's good. And the last book that I'm waiting on in the mail is My Policeman, because I'm a Harry Styles fan. I'm so excited. This movie comes out with Harry Styles as the main character. This movie comes out in October, I believe, and I obviously have to read the book before I watch the movie, and you bet I'm going to be watching the movie. I'm not going to miss a movie with Harry Styles in it. Like, what? So I'm so excited to read this book, and I'm so excited to watch the movie. It's going to be so good. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed this huge book haul. Let me know without spoilers if you've read any of these and what your thoughts are. As I said in the beginning, follow my Bookstagram if you would like. Have a great day, keep reading, and I'll see you in the next one.